Cool. This is gonna be a quick one. This ain't even gonna be a long conversation between me and you. You get me? What are you saying though, Gabs? How's your day been?
Same shit. Chilling, working, grinding.
Obviously, today Lucas is not here today, so I'm gonna be doing the interview.
Yeah, he snaked us. I don't know
So
what
he's
doing.
busy. He's busy doing busy stuff. So
Too busy.
we just have to leave him. He'll be back soon. So I'm just a late replacement, Loso.
Come
We're
on.
here. But yeah, back up
Also,
to
the organizer about this is late replacement. You're the organizer. You're the boss of the thing.
that's
telling
between
me.
us. I'm doing business.
I hope this time you don't try and fuck me. Try and put my belly in it again.
No.
The fuck?
You were comfortable though.
Yeah, I was comfortable, but you've got my belly in it last time. I was supposed to look good for the camera. You want to send me viral? No, they're on to me at the moment.
100%. No, it's on to you, man. I think last week was very eventful. Get me? But we're here. We're here. That week has passed now, and we're here now. So I think let's start talking and responding to some of like the comments from the last videos that we posted. This will probably come out the week after. So, but I think it's very important for us to get on top of it before we move on to the next topic. You get me? So obviously you spoke about deception, Decepticons, all of these, terms that people are new to, and not quite understand where you're coming from with it. So when it comes to like deception, I think one of the key things people were saying was like, what do you mean everybody does it? Like, what do you mean? Like, obviously a lot of people feel like they're not deceiving anyone, being themselves. But I understand that we always put our best foot forward when it comes to people and when it comes to talking to people. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, we want you to elaborate on it. I'm talking for the people.
So, if we go like in regards to like, let's say man and woman, as people have highlighted to me, women package well and men give good first impressions. And naturally, that's what you do to win someone over. You want to package the best way you can so that you can attract the right person. And you want to present in the best way you can to catch the right package. Packaging and first impressions. No one's saying that that's a bad thing. But what you have to identify, it is deceptive. Because the reality is that how you look in that moment is only maybe 5 to 10% of the time. 90% of the time, you look completely different from how you actually packaged yourself. The waist trainer, the makeup, the hair, the walk, the talk, the confidence. That's coming from a place where you've decided, today I'm going to be Beyonce. But the truth of the matter is, your reality isn't that. So in an ideal situation, you've looked the best way you possibly can, and you are moving in the way that reflects that way that you look. But the reality is that you ain't that way inclined. Because when I talk to you on Monday, I'm getting a totally different person than the person I got that night. No different from the guys. First impressions count. You're going to be nervous. You're going to be cautious. You ain't going to be clear what your intentions are. Maybe you have a girl, maybe you have a wife, maybe you don't, maybe you're single. But for whatever it is you're feeling and thinking in that moment, for however way she's packaged, you're going to try to win her over in that way. That's the average person. Now, you're going to say things that you don't mean. You're going to talk in a way you don't naturally talk because you don't want to come across offensive. You don't want to come across aggressive. You don't want to come across too assertive. You want to be nice enough to make her believe that you're a nice guy. When really, how you naturally talk and how you naturally move on a day-to-day basis is the complete opposite. Deception. Now, no one's saying, because you say wagwan on a normal basis, go and tell it, yo, bitch, wagwan. She wants to be deceived. He wants to be manipulated. There's no difference. He ain't really trying to figure out what you look like on a normal day basis because what he's looking at that moment is what he's looking at. He's infatuated with your 10%.
So I see where you're coming from, where like you're being open and truthful. I think the problem people find with what you're saying is that they believe that women don't, well, we can't say all women, but there's women out there that might feel like they don't believe that they want to be deceived. And there's men out there that don't want to be manipulated, but they act like, those forces don't exist.
If a guy didn't want to be manipulated, knowing what you know about women, the first thing you'd be asking a woman is, I know you look brilliant tonight, but what do you look like on a normal day basis? Because on an average day, that's when I'm going to see the most. We ain't living in the party or the Met Gala. That's not our reality. On a normal day, what do you look like? You ain't asking those questions. You're looking at cleavage, you're looking at legs, you're looking at tight waist, and you're thinking, fuck, she's pen. As far as, what was the other part you said to that?
Yeah, that women, you basically saying that women like being manipulated. Oh no, deceived.
Women don't want to be deceived, you're saying. Your woman can't say that she doesn't want to be deceived, because generally speaking, from historically speaking, women have always wanted to be deceived. They don't want to face reality. And we're talking, if we take this further back, when you had a man, you had a woman, protector and provider, woman, mother, nurturer, wife. They hid from the cruelties of the world. Men protected women from the realities of the world so they can live in their bubble. Yeah? By living in your bubble, that's where you could be feminine. You could bask in your femininity. You could be safe, knowing you have a man who is protecting you from the cruelties of the world. Generally speaking, from that point, from there to now, women didn't want to face reality. You didn't want to look at how tough life was and how hard things was and whatever else. Over time, when men become a little bit more feminine or become less of men, providers and protectors, you've been forced to go and face the real world. It's still deception, broski. You hiding away from the reality, darling, is you deceiving yourself to stay in your bubble. The qualities of what men had then was that they created the bubble. You lived in the bubble. You could come out of the bubble, face the cruelties of the world, do what you need to do to bring more back into the bubble so you can live longer in your bubble. But the reality is men always knew that this was just a bubble. The moment that we as men decided this bubble is now our reality, and now we must stay in this reality with the women, is when we lost men. Because we're expected in the nighttime to go and answer the door if someone bangs the door in the night. The moment we decided that we're going to send our women downstairs to open the door is the part that we lost ourselves. Because they're not to believe, they're not there to believe that in actual fact cruel things happen. They might hear it on the news and with their friends, but we face the problems. What we do is provide the environment for them to be safe. Protect, provide. Providing is not based on what you want. Providing is based on what you need for the average working class person. Now, we can protect by defending you physically, and we can protect by making sure you never see these problems. That's what we are as men. But it's still deception. And in actual fact, women preferred at that time to live in that deception. Because the truth of the matter is, it didn't mean that there wasn't problems going on. It didn't mean that in actual fact, I'm going through some shit. You were just happy to live in your bubble. Whereas we had the ability to be in the bubble with you, kids, wife, I love you, and then come out of the bubble, fucking hell. Got my wages there. Oh yeah, nah, fuck it. All right, cool. Okay. Boom, 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 bam. As soon as we come in, we don't bring them problems home. We deal with those problems. Baby, kids, you lot don't worry. Daddy's got this. Isn't that not deception? The fact is there are bare problems. But I don't want to overcrowd you with that because I want you to stay in your bubble. Because when you stay in your bubble, you are the happiest. You are at your happiest.